Okay.
Hi, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean. Happy Friday. Look who I have with me today, Terry Lee and Terry Suzuki. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you, Jean. Good to be back.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. And we have Richie is here, and Michaela is here, and Akila is here, and Michaela, right? Is that how you say it? Nice to see everybody. Thanks for coming. So, we're going to be doing messages from your loved ones. And if you'd like to ask a question, just make sure we just ask that you put the name and the relation. Also, if you would like a message from pets, we ask you to put the name and the type of pet. And we'd love to answer questions about spirit guides too. So, what has been going on with you ladies? Terry Lee, where have you been?
I have been facing some big challenges, but I'm here. I'm happy. I'm getting better. Had some issues with carpal tunnel, and by the way, we are still buried in snow. I don't know. See, I'm in Idaho. Everybody, I still have 3 feet of snow outside. It's been snowing every day. I don't think we're going to see any grass until May, maybe.
Oh my goodness, really?
Oh,
I'm sure the rest of you are all enjoying a little bit of spring, but I can't wait.
oh.
Oh,
Well,
that's mhm.
here closer to the ocean in Washington State, it it actually we don't have any snow, but it keeps going between a really nice day and a really cold day. So right now
Yeah.
it's really cold. It's windy and raining and but super cold. Like you got to have gloves, you got to have the coat to go out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw that rain coming over to you, and we have a front coming in with us as well. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and
Well,
type.
I have no right to complain. God help and bless everybody in California because what they have gone through, and also the people in the on the eastern coast that are having tornadoes and storms. It's just been increasing things happening with our planet, and just hope everybody hangs in there.
I think so. I think so. It's only has to get better from here. The winter is behind us, and we wish you a safe melting of all of those feet of snow.
Slowly, we want it to melt slowly.
Exactly, exactly. So Viviani is here. Hi, Viviani, and Peppermint. That's a pretty name. And Jillian is here, and Dozen Cats Wellness Tarot. And I just wanted to maybe point out to Terry that you see where Dozen Cats, you can see it looks like a little paper clip on there.
Oh,
And that just means she's on one of your channels. I can't tell
oh,
which
that's
one, but
so
Kelly,
cool.
if you come on over to the Sun Psychic Gene, that's where, and Lee Sneedermeyer is also has a little paper clip on there. If you want to chat with others, you're more than welcome to watch and chat from where you are. But if you want to come over to the community, you may do so. And I see Tanya here. Hi, Tanya is from Facebook. She's saying hello. Hi,
Oh,
Tanya. Nice to see
Anya.
you. Fern is here, Emerald Buddha is here, and Sherry Luke is here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Oh my gosh, Valerie S., Andrea Galva, everybody is here. Cat
Love it.
Mama, I didn't realize how many more people. And
Oh,
Sarah
there's
Walsh.
Betsy.
Hi, Sarah. Nice to see you. And Betsy Palmer. Hey, Betsy Palmer. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
I'm back,
Um,
Betsy.
And Kindness and Light is here. Hi, Kindness and Light. And Ice Wolf is here. Everybody's here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We really appreciate you uh, sharing this time with us. So I have a message pinned. We're going to be doing mediumship questions or answering mediumship questions. If you'd like a message from your loved ones, just their name and their relation. If you would like a message from your pets, just the name of your pet and what type of pet, and also spirit guides too. Or we can just hang out and chat and find out what Terry and Terry have been doing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Terry Suzuki, what do you have coming up tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow I am going to be at the Alchemy Fair in Everett, Washington.
cool.
It's at the big Angel of the Winds event center. That's where they hold the big like sports games and such. And it'll be upstairs. I am at booth 127 in the north-facing lobby. So it's a pretty big booth, 8 feet. I've never had so much luxury in a booth.
Wow. You could hold a party in there.
I know. We're like, bring your whole family in for a reading. I'll read you
Family
just
reading.
down the line. But anyway, it's going to be fun. And you have something going, Jean. What are you going to be doing?
I do. I do. On Sunday, I have one of the biggest psychic fairs for myself in this area. I'm going to be doing exhibiting and doing readings there, and also reading a room. So I'm going to be on, exhibitor mode.
Wow.
It's a lot of preparation. It's a lot of, printing and preparing and packing,
Yep.
things like that, getting
Oh.
everything together. But we
Yeah.
have, what do you call it? A punch list, Terry? What?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I'd call it a punch list. And I just have one more sign to make. And I decided I'm not going to do the printing of the sign. And I'm going to take a frame that I already have. It has nothing in it. It's just white background, and use not a Sharpie, a marker on it, and just put that on my desk. So yeah,
Yeah,
that way I can just erase it and put a new thing on it next time.
excellent. Well, we have so many questions. Thank you, everybody, for posting your questions. But there's one here that just tugged at my heart. Let me see. I'd like to start with something a little light. Here it is. Tasty Melon. I'd like to get a message from her hamster, Lenny. Poor Lenny. What a name for a hamster. I love it.
It's
I
perfect.
love it. Thank you very much for asking your questions. Hey, Abby. Abby's here. And Jackie and Miranda is here. Hi, everybody. Wow. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. It's just moving pretty quick. So let's go ahead. It's so cute, Tasty Melon, hamster Lenny.
I have to jump in. I mean, right away. Right away. Lenny's got a big personality for a little hamster. You could just like feel it. Like he's almost like glowing and throwing sparks and like energy surrounding him and swirling around him. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get any communication, but I felt that right away. Just very powerful. Like fireworks. I just feel like he's feeling so happy to have that experience on earth with you. And yet at the same time, I feel like he's around you. His energy is around you. And there are things that come up that, that he's orchestrating for you to know, that he's reaching out and touching you, touching your heart. I feel like, like a lot of people have a hamster and they have it in a cage and they bring it out occasionally. I feel like you had a lot of physical contact with him, like he had a lot of freedom in his surroundings and his life. And I think he's grateful for that. Oh, what a treat. I'll let the other girls go, but what a treat.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
have
Casey.
to agree with you, Terry. He's a big
Whew.
personality because he appeared on my stage, and he's tiny and he's on the stage. He wasn't happy with that position, so he asked Tasty Melon's angel to come on the stage and lift him up and to hold him up like the angel's hands his stage, his platform. Oh my gosh! So what do you have to say, Lenny? What do you have to say? So he's telling me that he loved his life together with you.
Yeah.
That he is indeed a big deal. He's a big deal.
Yep. Totally.
And he he's definitely, from what I'm feeling as he's talking, he's a spiritual companion, not just a pet. But you know what? I also get the feeling he's working on something. Like he's going to
Yeah.
be coming back around, maybe not as a hamster this time. That he's got his sights on bigger bigness. Okay. And Lenny, what else? He said it was meant to be. We were supposed to be with each other. We helped grow each other's souls. And that's why I get to go around again in a slightly bigger body. So
Wow. Very
Cool.
nice. Very nice. So, Tasty Melon, what Lenny was letting me know is he said that he had you wrapped around his pinky. He said, I didn't have to do anything, and she thought it was the bomb. She thought it was over the top. She would like, oh, look how cute. He said, I would just be eaten, and she'd be like, oh, look how cute. So I don't know if you doted over him and you just said how cute he was all the time. And he said that he loved when you picked him up, but it was a little scary and unfamiliar to him, and he really just wanted to do his job. He's showing me in his cage being very content, but when you took him out of his cage, he didn't always understand sort of what he was supposed to do. But he did love your reaction. He he um he just he was it's let me see, what was the other thing, Lenny? He said he loved you right back. He said
Oh,
he loved you right back. Very nice. Oh, look, he escaped from his cage all the time.
adventurous. He was adventurous.
That is so funny. So
Oh,
funny. Oh, that's so sweet. Very, very sweet. I never
thank-
thought I'd talk to a hamster, right?
oh, that's cool. Thanks, Tasty Melon. That was really a treat to read, Lenny. I recently lost my African gray parrot that I have had for over 30 years, but there are moments when I know she's trying to get my attention. I can hear her whistling her songs or saying her things, and she checks in with me quite a bit. So it's nice to have those messages.
yeah, I
Very nice. Yeah, we read a parrot the other day. Were you with me, Terry, or was that with Joan? It may have been with Joan.
think it was with Joan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. The parrot's name was Chardonnay, and she
Ah,
was pink. She was
oh, cool.
yeah, I think she was a bigger parrot, if that makes if I don't know birds, so forgive me. But she said her name was Chardonnay, and she was the color of the bird was pink. I thought, oh, how
Wow.
nice. All right, we have Peppermint here. Hi, Peppermint. Nice to see you. And she wants to know, or Peppermint wants to know, is there anything I need to know from her spirit guides? I would assume. So, Peppermint, please correct me if I'm wrong with saying she, if you prefer she. So I'm not sure if there's a big boulder near you. I'm seeing a big boulder. They're showing me stone and rock, not necessarily Stonehenge, but like a big boulder. For some reason, they're showing me like the earth and that you're connected to big boulders. Maybe you're near Big Boulder. It's interesting. Okay, let me just continue. You girls can. Oh, I see a cat as well. Do you have a cat on the other side, or do you have a cat with you? Um, what's important for Peppermint to know? That your everything is as it should be. That you are okay. You are everything's going to be okay. They want to reassure you and maybe keep you grounded, keep you rooted, and reassure you that everything is as it should be. How about you? Anybody else?
Well, I'm seeing something I'm having, and it came right away. The second I tuned into peppermint, I immediately saw on my stage a huge high heel shoe. Very, very elegant, very elegant. And the high heel shoe, I mean, it could mean something else to peppermint, but what it means to me is what it's giving me the feeling that there's if I saw a high heel shoe like that, I would assume there's going to be a fundraising gala coming up. And so I'm feeling that there's something to do with fundraising or generosity or something like that. But I'm not getting a lot more about the high heel shoe or something about elegance in her life. I'm hoping peppermint's a her, but this shoe just screams elegant, and it there's just something coming up that seems like it might be really fun, elegant thing to go to, or I don't know. An opportunity to be generous. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. I felt, and I had the feeling first, and then when Jean said the boulder, I felt like there's a challenge. I can't quite dial in to see if this challenge is something that's, upsetting you, or it's something that's coming up in your life and you're feeling a lot of energy about it right now. And I can totally validate what Jean was saying about your guide saying it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. I'm hearing the more you, they're saying the more you go along, the more you let your canoe go down the river, the more you go into the days ahead with ease, the more you will be amazed, the more you will be surprised at what's ahead of you. And don't worry about it. It may seem challenging, but you are so much than what you think you are. That's what they're telling me. You're so much more than what you think you are. You are capable of amazing things, and you are totally capable of what's ahead of you. Just let your canoe go downstream.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So she did say she was super afraid of cats.
Oh,
Oh, and she also says, I'm with a super wealthy man at the moment, living her best life.
there you go. All right.
Good on you, Peppermint. Good on you. Live that best life and raise those vibes. She says, wow, wonderful.
It sounds like that canoe's going downstream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Well, thank you for your question, Peppermint. Very nice. Let me just see if I have, trying to mix it up a little bit. Okay. So Valerie S. Would like to have a message from her brother Yuri.
Okay.
Let's just focus on that one. I'm seeing a male image that appears to be a little bit on the slim side.
Yes.
And Val, if you could, oh, he just passed on 227. Wow, we're so sorry.
Oh.
If you would just let me know if that sounds like your brother, that would be great. Is he on the thin side? Just because yeah.
That's kind of what I got too, Jean. Interestingly enough, Before I
Yeah.
come and do these readings, I always ask the creator to honor my intention of being a vessel. So when I started to feel his energy, and I said, I'm a vessel and I'm open here. And he goes, yes, I'm here, vessel.
So I just got to break in a second because I saw him as kind of a slim person too. And he
Yeah.
immediately told me, hey, you got a garnet and some selenite in your bra. And I'm like, oh, oh my goodness.
Wow.
I can
Wow.
see it. We were
Yeah.
breaking these out. He
Okay.
says, I like gems, but I'm not sure he means that.
So she said he is slim and short,
Mhm.
on the short side and Buddha belly though.
Hmm.
Okay. So now that we have the right, I just when they first step forward and I can feel their energy, I just want to make sure it's the right person before we get a
Right.
message for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the message?
I do see him being lighthearted and
Yes.
a little bit wanting to lighten the mood. Not that
Yep.
he was a joker all the time, but he's wanting to lighten the mood right now, right
Hmm.
here, right now.
Hmm.
He just wants you to know that he's safe, that he's surrounded by unconditional love. He is with family. He's telling me he's with grandparents. I'm getting. I mean, I don't. Was there something wrong with his blood? He's showing me something was either something in the vascular system or something was wrong with his blood. What else can you tell me, Yuri? He's sending you flowers. What kind of flowers are these? He's saying, "Remember me with the blooms." He said that flowers um, they grow and then they have seasons. They have seasons, and he says, "Just think of me as having a season of a lifetime here on Earth." He says, "We all come back again, just like the roses or the flowers." I'm not sure what flower this is, but he's saying just as the flowers have seasons, he says he'll be back again. How about you, ladies?
I'm definitely feeling that. What's the word? Sparky. Kind of a sparky personality. Um, what he was relaying to me, and I don't know if he called you sis or sissy or some kind of a S nickname, um, but that's what I'm hearing. That he's telling me to tell you that you won't believe it here. You won't believe how amazing it is. You won't believe it. But know that I am telling you right now, it is amazing. It's wild. He's saying it's wild, and he's very excited. I think to share with you. Um, he's saying he's going to be sending you signs and messages. Okay, and this is what I'm hearing. The fun's not over yet. We have a long ways to go, and he's sending you love, just like that, just this pure, beautiful, loving energy. A very cheerful, very happy soul. Feels good.
Yeah. Well, I remember that I read for you one other time, Valerie S. Read Yuri closer in March, but very close to when he transitioned. And I remember that he was happy where he was at, but he was still a little muzzy, still a little confused as to how he ended up over there. You know, still getting used to things. But now I'm really feeling that happy, sparky personality because even though he says he's still learning things, he's still getting used to things, but it's so wild, it's so great, it's so amazing. So he has a much more clear feeling to him and a much more excitement about being over there. And
That's
oh, he says you will not believe what we forgot. And I think he means that you and him have some sort of, life path together through many lives. But he's like, you won't believe what we forgot.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
how could we forget that?
Yeah.
He's not saying what it is, but he's really amazed, and he's not saying come there anytime soon, but he's like, you are gonna love it. you know, like you
Yeah.
just won't believe it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And she says, yes, Terry, you did. Wow. Well, all the best to you, Valerie S. We're so
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, here she's saying, I just miss him so much, and he was only
Oh,
57.
Yeah.
Wow.
well, he's with you. He's right there with you.
And he wants to lighten. He wanted to
Yeah.
lighten up everything. He wanted to, not that he was always a joker, but he was just right now trying to be lighten the mood was what I kept feeling like. Um, yeah, he's a really really good communicator. Very nice. All right. Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I have Allison, and Allison was she said that you, Terry Suzuki, recommended her from the fair.
Oh,
Oh,
She had said that before. She had asked the question once before, Terry. Do you remember Allison Brownlee?
I do not.
She
Oh,
said I. hmm
mm,
Yeah,
no.
she on the last show she said Terry recommended that or from the fair. She saw you in the fair.
Oh,
Thank you for coming
really?
back, Allison. And she says, I would love a message from my dog, Georgia, who passed in October. Does she know what happened with her running buddy, Daisy? Wow.
Although I have to say, Allison, I'm really happy that you listened to me to come to one of these shows to get a reading by all the great psychic mediums.
She said she came with her son, Trent. That's
Okay,
helpful. Now she
that is
knows.
helpful.
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. All right. Dog, Georgia. I guess that's Georgia in the picture. Georgia is telling me, I'm not sure if it's a her or him or her, but Georgia is, oh, okay. She's telling me that she ruled the house, that she ran the household, that she made sure, like she was very much in everybody's business and had to check everybody out before she would ever go over and lay down or sit down. She wanted to, she told me she had the full run of the house, that she was in charge of the whole house, and that she took her job very seriously. Um, and she was just very inquisitive and had to check everything out. This is what she's telling me. Um, what is your message? What can you tell us anything about Daisy? So Georgia is showing me a picture of like a baby fawn, a baby fawn. I guess a, uh, I guess a fawn would be a small deer, right? To make sure. But this is, I'm just seeing somebody, I'm not sure if Daisy had like a doe face, a looking, had resembled a doe faced partner, but she's just showing me a baby fawn. So, Allison is saying, yes, she did have the whole run of the house and she had a mind of her own. Okay. But let us know if her running mate Daisy looked like a fawn, a baby fawn. I guess that's redundant, but go ahead, ladies.
well, I don't know if Georgia was like a beagle or a basset, but uh, I'm just seeing her sniffing, looking, and I'm hearing nose to the ground, nose to the ground, nose to the ground. I don't know if that's what she means about her running buddy. I feel the energy of like these little legs just going like crazy and sniffing and looking and hunting. Um, and I'm not, I don't know what kind of dog the other dog is, but I just feel like her searching, like, and almost giving the message that if you if you could just look in the right places and hunt for her. Okay, so now she's saying hunt for her. Is she lost? I don't know what's happened to her dog, but
She said
okay,
Daisy was a Yorkie Dachshund mix.
dachshund. Okay, sniffing down low to the ground and big ears. Yeah, and searching. She's just giving me the message.
Oh,
Search.
they would go romping for hours, and Daisy
Oh,
never came home one day.
oh. She's saying search and nose to the ground, like search. And it was almost like search where we used to go, search where we used to hang out. Search. It's like I see like a, I don't know if it's like a field by some sort of water, either a river, a lake, or an ocean. That's all I'm getting. That kind of hard sometimes, but definitely, oh, sweet, sweet little dog.
I'm
Oh,
getting, I'm not really getting from Georgia that like Daisy is gone. I'm not getting
no,
that.
neither.
Um, I mean, it could be, but I'm not really getting that. But what she's showing me is that they were running together, that they were running and they were looking at something. They were not being very careful. They were kind of in a rocky area, and it looks like Daisy hurt herself. Like she tripped, she hurt her leg or something, and she was kind of slowed down. And it feels like that somebody saw her and they're like, "Oh, you poor little puppy." And
Uh-huh.
and Daisy went to them and then they picked her up and took her inside. But Georgia was much more, she's more standoffish. And so she didn't go in there. So Daisy is with somebody else taking care of her. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, but I'm not getting like anywhere, like where could you find this house? I'm really getting representations of my own neighborhood, but I don't think it was in my neighborhood. They're just showing me what I know. So
Mhm,
I think that's what happened to Daisy.
mhm.
Yeah.
And Allison says that somebody may have taken her. She feels that way too. She has that inkling. And this is
Yeah,
just another reminder that we all have psychic abilities. We all have gut
that's right.
instincts, and trust your instinct. It's hard to know for sure, but when you trust your gut and you go with your gut, it's nice to get validation and have like a second, confirmation. But just the fact that you felt that way, that somebody may have taken her, I think is validation. And
Mhm.
I thought that
She's
way
okay.
before anybody else. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Allison, for all of your feedback. And just like Allison did, being a part of the reading and helping us, get to through the uncertainties would really help to progress the reading along. We have uh, a whole lot of questions here, so I'm going to try and do my best and answer some questions from people who we haven't either answered before, or people who maybe it's been a little bit wild. I mean, a little while, a little bit wild, a little while
Wow.
since we I answered. So Michelle, hi Michelle Shelton. She said a message from her good friend Linda. Thanks for coming, Michelle, and just say hello to us. Make sure you are her good friend Linda. That's really hard. I see you, Michelle. Thank you. She's saying something about thank you for the memorial, whatever. I'm not sure if you did something, either plant a tree or a bench or a plaque or something that you did as a memorial for her or a group of her friends did. She's saying thank you for the memorial. She's saying that we are all young. She said, but make no mistake, I led a full life. She said that she had ups, she had downs, she had love, she had cries. She said she led a full life, and don't feel sorry for her. She said that everything happened as it should. And she knows it was hard for you. It feels as though she may have had some uh, uh, health concerns towards the end, and she didn't look like herself. She's showing me she was more puffy, or maybe her hair wasn't the same, or she's felt like it was hard to appear be with her friends because she looks so different in certain ways. She said, but you all just looked right past that and tuned into her personality and her soul, and she loved you for that. But she did feel a little bit awkward because I feel as though she may have looked a little bit different before she passed. How about you, Terry?
I think I think that you nailed that because she kind of showed me two different people on the stage, or she looked two different ways, and she immediately wiped that off, like I don't want to look at that. And so she showed me on the stage this huge dove of peace, a huge bird, a huge dove,
That's
and
pretty.
the dove has like a blue orb with it, like the dove makes this curve and there's kind of a blue orb in the middle. And so I get the feeling that Linda was a peacemaker, that Linda liked um, liked her friends a lot, liked being the peacemaker, liked bringing people together. And the blue orb makes me think of like Mother Mary. So I'm wondering if she also had a lot of mother energy, that she
Wow.
mothered the people around her, that
Hmm.
she loved bringing them together and cared deeply about people. She might not have always let on how deeply she cared, but I can tell that she cared so much that she's showing me this in this iconography or somewhat that she's showing me. So I think she really cared. So Linda, do you have a message?
And Michelle, let us know if that sounds like, if either one sounds like
Mhm.
her.
I hear her saying, um, life upon life, and she's showing me like bricks, life upon life. You and I always build great things together. We always have, we always will.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, the first thing I heard was um, sisters. I heard that right away. Sisters, we're like sisters. We're like sisters. And I don't know if you can validate this for me, Michelle. Did she have brown hair? Sometimes we just need a little validation to make sure we get the right person here. But I see a woman with brown hair, blue eyes. I see she's telling me blue. My favorite color is blue. I like blue things. And she looks very beautiful, very like radiant and healthy and rosy cheeks, very pretty.
Yes, brown hair and brown eyes.
Brown eyes. Okay. Well, I kept saying man, blue. So maybe it's the color blue. Did she have a blue car? She liked blue dresses, blue, something she's showing me. All right, let's go then with this. What do you have to say? Oh, so very much. Okay. Oh, so very, very much. Yes, they have had many lifetimes together. She's saying we have had many lives. And in many ways, we enrich each other's soul each time. We lift each other up and we help others. Now she's talking about you. Your radiant smile, your sparkling eyes, your taste for life, your joy and your gratitude does so much more than you realize. And she's saying, you're doing a great job and don't stop. I'm okay. And we'll see each other again real soon.
Beautiful. So Michelle said she was amazing and she had brown eyes and brown hair. And she
Okay.
also said that her husband did a funeral for her, but she wasn't
Oh.
able to go and that she was on oxygen and didn't like anyone to come and see her. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry for your loss.
Yes.
She just came through like a champ. She came through and did a beautiful job with communicating with us for you. So thank you for your question, Michelle. I appreciate it. Let me see what
Yes.
I have here. Let me see. Okay, there it was. Okay, I have JR. JR, if you're here, just say hello. And and then Sherry, I'll take you next. Sherry Luke. There's two Sherrys, so we'll do Sherry Luke next. So if JR and Sherry Luke, just say hi and let me know that you're still here. You're welcome, Michelle. She said thank you very much, ladies.
Oh.
Okay, JR. Oh wait, JR? I thought I saw. All right, Sherry Luke is here. JR, did you guys already are you guys already tuning into JR?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. We'll do that. Sorry, I'm trying not to pop them up before they. Sherry, we'll take you next. Sherry Luke.
Well, I'm seeing a couple of guides here. They are radiant blue. They're just expressing such joy and love for you, and they're saying there's new beginnings ahead. New beginnings. Tell them about new beginnings. Okay, what? Don't be surprised because it's right around the corner for you. We are arranging some okay. We are arranging some of the things to happen soon, the things that we talked about before you came into this life and this incarnation on the planet. These things will open up new things inside of you that you haven't experienced or felt yet. They're saying it's a special moment in this lifetime that will bring you great joy and expansion. I'm just seeing like an aura spreading. Watch for it. You'll know it when you feel it. And we're very excited that you are at this point in your life on this planet right now.
I got nearly the same message.
Really good.
I suddenly saw her guides and an angel on the stage, and at first I thought, "Is this like a party?" And then I thought, "Well, is this a meeting? Is this" what they're showing me is they're showing me a game plan. Like,
Yeah.
there is something big coming up for you
Mhm.
that you agreed to beforehand, that it's some sort of spiritual growth, and they're showing me this. They have a plan. They have a plan. So they're just saying, "We got you. We have got you. We're in the background. We know what's going on. You're going. This is going to be delightful." Um, and they're 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 just saying everything is in place. It's everything's okay. Everything's they got it. They got it taken care of.
So JR is saying, wow, so beautiful. Thank you. And JR, what I was getting for you is your guides, what your guides want to let you know is that you are stronger than you think. Believe in yourself and your own divine energy. So yeah, that goes along with,
Nice.
mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, very good, JR. Very nice. Thank you very much for your question.
Yeah.
And we're going with Sherry Luke next. Um, and here she was. Here she is. I was wondering if my guides have a message. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Sherry. Okay. Let me just queue up somebody else. Michaela, if you're still here, Michaela Butler, if you're still here, let me know. And we'll do Sherry Luke. I was wondering if my guides have a message for me. Well, they're definitely saying they're sending you signs and synchronicities. They're sending you confirmation and validation. They're sending you like songs and numbers and birds, and they say, this is us communicating with you. They're wanting you to know that they hear your call, your request, and that they know that that you are in communication with them, and they're just asking you to trust them. They're asking you to trust them that they can orchestrate and coordinate and assist you. But it's important. They're telling me that it's important that you take action steps that requires for you to get to your goal. But they've got your back, and they said that you're really just in communication with them, um, and to trust that, like to trust it. That's what they want you to know, ladies.
Yeah, they showed me that you're on a path. You're on a path, and they're on this path with you. And again, just like the last reading, they're showing me they really got you. They got your back. They're with you. They are putting out not a warning, but a just just be ready that sometimes in the near future you're going to have to be make very selfless decisions.
Oh,
There's just going to be something coming up that will require you to make a decision that you're going to have to be very selfless about. But just realize that this is part of the path, this is part of the way, and everything is all right.
wow, that's really interesting, Terry, because I got that I heard that you were helping. Now, I don't know if this is like your profession or if you're helping friends or you're maybe helping in some kind of a group or maybe in your church. but that you're helping people, that you are giving of yourself. And they want you to know to call on them. And basically what I heard was, he said, get us involved. Don't be afraid to ask for help from your guides. If you are puzzled about how to help someone, then just take a moment and ask them to communicate with you or to give you signs on how to help. I just get the vibration, and I'm hearing from them that you're helping. You're doing a lot of helping in some way. And that is part of your purpose in this life, and that they are your guides. They have like contracted with you to be part of this helping service, and they will actually help you. So don't be afraid to ask, and know that you have plenty of help.
Wow.
Very nice, Sherry. Very nice. Thank you for your question. And next, we have, I saw her. Where did she go? Did I move that? Oh, yeah, Michaela. And correct me if I'm not saying that right. Michaela is next. Yeah, there's a lot of you here. Let me see. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's not easy. It is
like,
just not. It is. Okay, she's at the top there.
We know.
Okay,
Yeah.
how do my spirit guides, angels suggest I go about developing my psychic abilities more?
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you. And then Fern, if you're still here, you're going to be next if you're here. And Aaron's here. He says, "What's up, family?" Hi, Aaron. Fern, if you're still here, let me know. And you'll be next. Michaela, developing my psychic abilities.
So, Michaela, they're showing me something for you that feels practically foreign for me to say, because it's something I don't do very well at all. And they're saying, but that you can do it. So there are these psychic exercises where you take a little box and you have somebody else put something in the box, and then you focus on the box and try to say what's in it. That frustrates me to no end. And I mean, you gotta do all sorts of things, like try to look in the box, try to get really small and open the lid and get in the box. And what they're suggesting for you is to start very, very small, like collect a bunch of little trinkets around the house, just a little handful of trinkets and a little box, and ask somebody in your household to place one of them in there each day, something different each day, not to tell you what they are, and to you to practice on this. Practice. And they're also showing me that she doesn't have to go through all the little, try to get little and pry open the box. I said she can use all of her senses. This is another way that you're going to figure out what your clairs are. You know, listen and see what you hear. Try to feel, sense what it is. Try to use all the different clairs. So I think this is one way they want you to start. And thank God that's you and not me.
Well, there's so much involved in that, isn't there? I mean, it's really,
oh my gosh,
walking into worlds, stepping out. And I was told to draw an oracle card for you. And I'm drawing this card from the Priestess of Light Oracle. I'm trying to get the box so I can show you here. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, I love that deck.
That's a good one. It's really good. And I drew for you, I asked for a special card for you, opening the heart, deep connections. And I'll just read a little tiny bit of what they're directing me to read for you. The mermaid priestess of the ocean holds out a hand, calling your attention to your right, the future, and your many upcoming opportunities for connection. Yes. um, the other hand is held over the heart center, as this card portends important relationships on many levels. Your soul longs to connect, so allow yourself to release any resistance and open your heart to trust. And I think that is the most excellent advice for developing your psychic abilities, because I think my two fellow dear ones will agree with me that trust is like one of the major
Oh,
things that you have to develop. um, and it's not easy. And you might, be feeling things or seeing things or hearing things or in your work of development, and you might go, "Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know." Just spit it out, get it out. You've got to trust that when you open up your heart and ask to be a vessel and ask to be someone who serves spirit for others, it will come for you, and trust it.
That's amazing, because both of you, I wrote down exactly what both of you just said, and I'm not going to pick up my book and show you what I wrote down because you wouldn't be able to see it. But that your guides gave me: practice, trust, and believe.
Wow.
It's it's. I mean, and it's exactly what and this is the crux of it. But and I also got a little bit of go with your strongest clair first and really go for it until you build that trust and that belief, and then go into the other clairs instead of trying, whatever your main instinct is, really strengthen that one. And then once that one comes on pretty strong, then your other clairs will come in as well. But that practice that Terry was saying, the trust that and the belief that well, Terry Lee was saying that, yeah, that's exactly what I was getting. Very
Oh, I love
interesting.
it. Synchronicity. That's nice.
That's funny. I was just, I couldn't believe those words were coming out of your mouth that you read on that card, because I'm like, oh, she's stealing my writing. No.
Oh,
Wow. Wow. Okay, so we are close to an hour. And let me just see. Fern is next. And I think we may have time for one more. Let me see. Trying to see. Hmm. Okay. So Judy, just let me know if you're still here. So Fern is next, and Judy, sorry, Judy Williams, let me know if you're still here. And then Judy Williams will be after Fern. We'll see how we are with time there. All right. She said, I would like some confirmation from Spirit Guide. I keep feeling like I've had a past life in the 60s. Do you pick up on anything? Thank you.
how
I
old are
did.
you, Fern?
She said she was 23. So I
Oh,
must
okay.
have, yeah, she must have put it in again, and I saw it somewhere, but I'll never be able to go back and find it. Um,
Well, I just guessed that she must be young if she's thinking she
yeah.
had a past life.
She said she's 23. I thought
Okay.
this was the one that I starred. And I love those purple hearts. Just so you know,
Mhm.
Fern. And Michaela says, thank you very much.
Ah,
Thank
thank
you
you.
all. Beautiful work. You're welcome. And let us know.
Yeah.
Um, feeling like she had a past life in the 60s. Wow. They're just saying, trust your gut, that there's the veil is thinning, and that we are the
Mhm.
veil of forgetfulness is very thin right now. So to trust your gut, trust your instincts. And if there's like an affinity or a draw or something that you love that keeps coming up, they're saying that trust this, that they're saying yes. That's what I got.
I got the same thing. Yes, I've got two sides of things going right here. It's like, how sometimes you get the message, definite yes. And then what I have to say is coming from me. So this is coming from me, is that if you are attracted to things from the 60s, if you are feeling drawn to it, that is certainly a sign that you've had a past life in that era. I don't know. I collect all kinds of things. I've collected things throughout my life and thought, why am I fascinated with Buddhas? What's that? And then I have Celtic crosses and I have all this stuff that I have little altars and things like that. And eventually I started to realize, oh, I know why, because they were past lives. And it's true. So if you're feeling that, but I definitely heard yes. Enjoy it, revel in it. Maybe, watch some movies from the 60s and listen to some music from the 60s. That can never hurt. I love the music from the 60s. So, yes, Fern, you did.
I got a yes, and I got that you were not born in the 60s. You're born before that,
Yeah.
but you lived more your late 20s, early 30s in the 60s time. I get the feeling you didn't have a very long life because I think you left in the 70s, so you would have been kind of young. I just kind of see it molding your thoughts that from you brought forth in the 50s kind of this idea of I don't quite like how all these changes are happening. There's a little too much freedom here, to suddenly realizing and coming around to, oh my gosh, this freedom kind of works for me, and doing that. There's only one other thing that I can't decide. Am I seeing this from your life then, or am I seeing this from your life now? But a dog keeps coming into this picture, and it's well, I don't know exactly how big the dog is because I just keep seeing its head, and it's one of those it's a brown dog with a white and brown mustachy beard. You know those dogs that look like a little walrus, you know? And this little dog keeps coming in like it's almost like, yeah, that's my mistress. I've been around with her or something. So I'm not quite sure about this little dog and why he keeps showing up, and it feels like a he. Um, maybe it was your companion then, or I don't know, maybe your companion young. So
Awesome.
Yeah, that's great. She said that she felt like that she died young, but
Mhm.
as Terry and Terry were giving their readings, I was picking up a little bit on the Vietnam. I'm not sure,
Oh,
it to what extent. Oh, she said that's her. She has a Milapu now,
a multi.
maybe.
multiple.
Oh, Maltipoo. Sorry.
Yeah, they're a little furry, but I don't
Yes.
know. This was brown. I don't think they're brown, but
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, very interesting question, Fern. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. Absolutely. Trust that. Try and uncover what you can. So I don't think Judy Williams is still here. She didn't come back and say anything. And I know you guys need to let me see if we can do
I Can I say one more thing about Fern while you're figuring
sure.
that out? I just would like to refer you, Fern, back to I have a show on my channel, Soul Sessions, and it's a series. But I did one with Robert Brunjes, and he reads the Akashic records. If you watch that show, it has a lot of information. He gives you a lot of information about how to understand and feel and sense your past lives. So I think you might want to look into that. And I think he's going to be on the show again. We're going to do a new one somewhere mid-April. So check that out. That helps a lot. And happy trails. It's kind of a fun journey looking back at your past lives.
Absolutely. It's very revealing. And what is
Judy Williams is here.
oh, she did say she's here? Oh, good.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Okay, good, good,
She's
good,
jumping
good,
up and
good.
down in the chat. I am.
Oh, good. Um, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, crap. Um,
I'm sorry.
no, no, that's okay. What were you just saying, Terry Lee? Oh, about the show.
soul session.
What it was when you do past life, you can do a meditation that does past life regression as well if you want to go back and research this a little bit. But one of the first times I ever did a past life regression was in a group, and it was only for like an hour, and it was like a meditation. And what I was most surprised about is I was me. I was still me. I was I had a different life. I was a man. I was like a soldier, and I had a whole different life. But it was me in that body. I could see and feel me, and
Yeah.
that shocked me. I thought I would
Mhm.
be a whole different person. You're not. Your soul is still you, and it's so familiar. And that really, really startled me, and it took me a while to understand that it was me. I was still me. And that was very profound. As you can see, I'm
Yes.
just freaking out
Yeah.
here. Sorry.
Um,
So,
can I add one? Can I add
yeah.
one thing? Um, the other thing you can do is on YouTube find Dr. Brian Weiss. He's like the king of past life. Anyway, he does a little hypnosis session for about a half an hour, and that's the way I saw my very first past life that I saw.
Right.
And it it's really good. It's really easy to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
I
may
have
not be
some.
the one in the 60s, but you'll see one, you know? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So I think Terry's going to show us. There it is.
Check this
Wow.
out. This isn't Journey of Souls, but I'm reading this one right now. And I actually got to see Ainsley McLeod is his name, and I got to see him speak, and he is really talented, but helps you discover so much more about your past lives, which is really cool.
That's interesting. Thanks for sharing that
Fun.
with us.
Yeah.
All right, Judy, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, hypnicity, we can. Oh, we, she says, I don't think my messages are seen here today. Your messages are seen. We just have a lot of questions today. Okay, so Judy Williams says, message from her son, Tyler. Okay, let's tune into Tyler. And how long ago did he pass, Judy? So I'm getting a dark-haired young man. Hopefully this is the way he's presenting to me, but he's adorable. He's really really cute. He has like dimples, and he has like a smile and a twinkle in his eye, and he's just so loving. He is adorable and loving, and he's just really has a big heart. Really adorable. He's kind of letting me know that it was a quick passing for him, that it was not expected, but he seems young and just really adorable. I see the twinkle in his eye, and just like the little dimple and the smile, almost like Tom Cruise has that like $1 million smile. He just is showing me this smile, and he's sort of showing me all of this love, and he had such a beautiful big heart, and he must have been an empath in this life, and he's just showing me he's a little bit hippie-ish as well, sort of like didn't do all the things that all the other guys did. He sort of uh, uh, did things to his, what did they say? Dance to the beat of his own drum or something. He did things his own way. Um, Tell me a little bit more. And so, Judy, let me know. Oh, he passed 3 years ago. Oh, and Judy's saying yes. Does that sound like him? She's saying yes. So go ahead, ladies. Are you getting, what are you getting?
Interesting, Jane. I got that he was young right away. And I feel like I don't know. I keep saying a flame, so I don't know what I was trying to say. A flame, like a light. Like I didn't hide my light under a bushel. I didn't. I didn't. I wasn't afraid to shine my light. That was my mission. I wasn't afraid, and I was rewarded with much love and laughter and smiles. There was so much caring and nurturing surrounding him, and his particular beautiful energy is what I'm feeling. Just like he was allowed to flourish and blossom in this lifetime. I just see a lot of like physical energy, not so much like in sports or things, but just like loving to play and enjoying like the grass and flowers and animals. And I'm just feeling like he's sending the message that he's so grateful for the love that he received. And he sends it right back to you. Oh.
So
Oh.
I'm not seeing him per se. He's showing me something else on my stage. And what he's showing me, I guess, energy, but it almost looks like flowers. They're like the bottom part is like red spikes of flowers. It's going up to white spikes. There's a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green. I mean, it's not like actual flowers. It's more like somebody painted with energy. And I just get this feeling, and I'm not the one that usually gets the feelings, but he's so happy. He's so
Yeah.
joyous. He's so exuberant. I think he had that in his life, this exuberance for life, this joyousness. And he's just showing me how excited he is, and he's showing me how that he sends you this energy, this kind of spiky energy of happiness and love.
Yeah.
And he said something else that I'm going to go. I feel a little scared to say this. I'm going to go out on a little bit of a limb here.
Do it.
But he's saying, I'm sending this to you so constantly that it is interfering with your ability to grieve or what you think is proper grief, because I am sending you so much love, so
Yeah.
much happiness, so much support. That he recognizes that it makes it a little tough for you, but he just he is such a loving spirit. He's
Yeah.
such a happy, loving spirit. He's just exactly where he ought to be, and he makes me feel just all happy and loved. So I can imagine that you feel pretty happy and loved. And I'm really sorry for your loss.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely watching over you, Judy, and he wants you to be in communication with him. He just wants to remind you that he can hear your thoughts. That instead of say, "I wonder what's this," "I wonder if that," say, Tyler, let's talk about this, or Tyler, how would just be in conversation, I think, and engage rather than, oh, he was 25, wow. So engage a little bit in a conversation with him in your mind, instead of saying, I wonder if he is. Say, Tyler, are you? Like he wants you to direct your thoughts directly to him, because he can communicate with you. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So sorry for your
Beautiful
loss,
soul.
Judy. But
Yes.
thank you. He's a wonderful, wonderful
Yeah.
energy, spirit, and So very beautiful. Well, I think that's going to do it for our show today. We are over an hour, and I have another show coming up right after this. I have Purple Elephant Deb H is going to be on with me here at 6:30 Eastern, which is, I guess, 3:30 Pacific. So that'll be fun. Love to have you come on back and say hi to us. And we're going to be doing a little bit of discussion, and then and then do some card readings and psychic messages. Aw,
Oh, that's nice.
Debbie,
yeah,
You're welcome, Judy.
Debbie is great.
yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. And Terry, best of luck on your show tomorrow. I will be having my show on Sunday, just as a reminder. So you probably won't. Oh, and we will all be on Monday. Where will we be? Terry Lee, want to let us
On
know?
the Crown Zone with our wisdom circle. And we're going to be talking about what is a soul. And I'm going to be leading this discussion, and it's going to be very, very chat driven, very communication driven. So if you really, really want some answers, and maybe you feel like you have some answers to share with us, come and join us. That's going to be great. And I will have some other shows coming up. My channel is Pure Visionary Psychic Medium. And come and check it out on my community page. I'll have listings of things coming up. And we've got some more soul sessions coming up as well. So
Oh, great.
thanks
I'm looking
everyone
forward
for
to
joining
that.
today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And Mia wants to say hello.
Me,
Hi,
yes, I
Mia.
don't know why she wanted to be up, but she
Yeah.
did. She's like,
Oh.
I got to be up.
Oh,
All
so
right. Well,
cute.
have a wonderful Friday night, and we'll see you back here soon. Thank you very much, everybody who asked your questions, and thank you, everybody who was patient and very supportive. We appreciate each and every one of you. Have a
Yeah.
wonderful weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.